Floral, welcome back to my channel. POW is back with Come True featuring Shin Eun-yu. And without further ado, let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Ooh, pretty. Ooh. It's too cold even for a snowman. That was cute.
밤새 연습한 한마디 오늘은 꼭 용기 내서 좋아한다고 하려 했는데 오늘 하루는 어때 나도 몰래 튀어나왔던 말 그냥 돌아서서는 내 이름을 부르는 너 말할까 말까 내 맘속에 love 터져버릴지도 몰라 말할까 말까 하고 싶은 말이 있었는데 오늘 하루는 어때 I can show you how I love you
Ooh, fun.
이미 난 알잖아 좋아한다고 이제는 말할 거야 이건 소리 없는 riot 네 앞에서 난 liar 애써 참아보지만 새어나올까 겁나 지금이 아니면 후회할 테니까 준비했던 이 말 난 널 오늘 하루는 어때 나도 몰래 튀어나왔던 말 그냥 돌아서서 난 내 이름을 부르는 너 말할까 말까 내 맘속에 love 터져버릴지도 몰라 말할까 말까 하고 싶은 말이 있었는데 오늘 하루는 어때 I can show you how I love you 뻔한 인사 대신 말할게 I love you 이미 난 알잖아 좋아한다고 이제는 말할 거야 어젯밤 너와 나눈 소란스러운 밤하늘별 윙윙 제자리를 맴도는 너의 맘 밤새 간직해줄 거야 Oh baby I can show you how I love you 뻔한 인사 대신 말할게 I love you 이미 난 알잖아 좋아한다고 몇 번이고 연습했는지 모르겠지만 I can show you how I love you 뻔한 인사 대신 말할게 I love you 이미 난 알잖아 좋아한다고 이제는 말할 거야
Ooh, fun. I like having like the aurora borealis, like the light, so that was really a nice touch. What I noticed about this particular song is I thought it was so interesting how the instrumentation worked throughout, and it had that like chorus like voice, and I really loved the playing with that around the chorus, that little chorus voice that did. It was very much like it like felt like another member almost. Like I thought that was a really interesting idea. So it sounded like everybody all night long. It was like doing different phrases of like everybody throughout. So one of the times in one of the choruses, that's what I noticed it said, was like everybody all night long. So really interesting how that kind of voice was there. I thought it gave a interesting twist to kind of the song itself. I felt was very like simple melodically and things like that, but really fun. So it was not the type of song I was necessarily seeing for like winter, which I was like, oh, this is really fun. I like the way they kind of made it feel like light and fresh within, you know, the winter months. I think that was really a really good choice. The instrumentation too throughout the entire song was something that was consistently changing. And what I mean by that is it was using it as part of the dynamics. So, you know, like I wrote, in the second part of the pre-chorus, there was a change in instrumentation. Then the chorus, I said, I love the change from instrumentation in the chorus. And then in verse 2, it backed off a little less at the beginning, and then it added more. And then in the pre-chorus, we had an increase of instrumentation throughout it. I think using that instrumentation as a way to change the dynamic was really smart, because they didn't do it in the vocals. So when you don't do it in the vocals and you have to put it in some place else. So having pauses of silence or having changes in instrumentation really help with the texture of a song. So I really enjoyed that. And what a fun way to feature an artist in a bridge. I don't know if I've ever seen an artist only feature in the bridge. I did notice that she had ad-libs in a couple of different places before and, after in the last chorus, but I felt like, having her feature in the bridge, you guys would have to tell me if you know of any songs where an artist is mostly featured in the bridge, because I was like, oh, this is really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard a song like this, feature an artist here. And I think it was really clever that they did that, especially because then in the ad-libs, when she comes into those ad-libs, before and after, you're like, oh, okay, this is the featuring artist. And I thought that was really nice, especially in the chorus. Then it felt like the last chorus, it felt like the pinnacle of the whole entire song, because not only was she ad-libbing, but some of the POW members were as well. And just a really nice song. Like I said, very fresh, didn't feel like summer, but at the same time, I loved the vibes of it with, like I said, the Aurora Borealis. It felt like very kind of warm and cozy, because building the igloo and just their dress, their styling and all that kind of stuff. So really, really fun. I really enjoyed this. Tell me what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part in this particular music video? I definitely think that the bridge was my favorite part, and that instrumentation change was just so fun and noticeable. So I definitely enjoyed both of those. Don't forget, if you want this song or any other song to be listed in our chart, to make sure you go down in our Google form and vote for your favorite songs, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.